Hello friends, welcome to TM6 Adventures. Lisa here. I hope you're having a great day. It's Friday and it is overcast, wet and cold and miserable. And I was like, what am I going to show you guys today? And I thought, you know what? Let's do a spiced hot chocolate to wrap our hands around and just hug on this cool day as we go into the weekend. Now I do come bringing exciting and scary news that our TM6 is just about done. So not only is time ticking, but we've just got notification that we've actually only got 2,500 TM6 units left. So if you were thinking about getting a TM6 with all the bundle on that's on at the moment, so trading up to that bundle or buying outright with that bundle, you need to reach out now. Okay, when I get off this video, I need to hear from you. And I'm not saying that to alarm you. I'm saying that because there's a very good chance that in the next 48 hours, 24 hours even, depending on how quickly people start moving, this will be gone. That's what I've learned on all our other changeovers and when we've had offers on. When they give us a finishing number, that's when it gets crazy. So if you've been sitting on the fence because you're like, hey, I've got a TM31 and I love it, trade in, get the TM6. If you've got a TM5 and you're like, I love it, get the TM6, okay? Unless you're an early adopter. If you're an early adopter and you go get the latest and greatest, then maybe the TM7 is for you, okay? Sorry guys, just trying to get you a better view. But yeah, if you have those other models, get yourself the TM6 with all the extras that are on at the moment. Just trying to fix my camera up. It's all over the place this afternoon. Bit like me this week, a little all over the place. I've just done recordings today for new consultants on how to use the TM7, which has been really fun. And then, yeah, coming to cook for you. So, TM7, TM6. If you want this TM6, I need to hear from you this afternoon, okay? At latest, probably tomorrow morning. I reckon by tomorrow night we'll be done. We'll see. So, spiced hot chocolate for the afternoon. Have you made it? It's amazing. I made it a little while ago. I was talking to my bestie in Tassie and she was showing me, she has moved from sunny Queensland to Tassie and I stayed with her. You might remember when I was down there for leadership conference, I went up and visited her and stayed for a few days and I made all the beautiful plum paste and stuff. Well, she went outside the other morning and it was like -3 degrees with her coffee. No, it wasn't a coffee. It was actually spiced hot chocolate. And she said, no, it was spiced with chili. And she said, no, this is not spiced with alcohol. It is spiced with chili. And I was like, oh, I'm going to make that. So I came and made that. Well, not with chili, but this one. And I thought I'd better share it because I hadn't made it before and it's beautiful. So let's do this together. If you've never made it, I hope this inspires you to give it a go because that's what I turn up for. So on both machines, side by side, I'm going to make it in both so you can just compare. I mean, ultimately, they're both going to make an amazing product. So I'm going to go start on my TM7. I'm going to go start on my TM6. So 2 cardamom pods into the Thermomix. Now, if you're using cardamom powder, I would suggest a pinch, okay? By the way, it normally serves two decent sized serves. I think it'll serve 2. By the way, if anyone's watching today, say hi. Would love to know you're there. Next up, we can tick off that. We've got cinnamon quill and it says half. So I'm just going to take a whole and break it in half. Again, if you've got cinnamon, I reckon 2 pinches into each, 2 pinches would be what you do. You're not going to go into each Thermomix. By the way, maybe you're someone who's thinking about getting a second additional Thermomix for your kitchen. Okay, it is amazing to have 2 with extra bowls, and some of you guys have that. I know you do. You tell me about it, and I love it too. Last night we had curry reheating in one, and I had rice reheating in the other. It's a game changer. It makes life so much easier. Okay, cinnamon quill next. 20 grams of dark chocolate broken into pieces. So I've got, it says 70%. Interestingly, I have 70% today. Usually I wouldn't. Usually I would just reach for whatever I've got. The scales are up on the TM7. That's 18%. 18%. Oh, 18 grams. It has been a big day. And then this one will go 20 grams as well. Let's have a look. 16 grams. Oh, it dinged at me. It said, oh, I know you've got 20 grams in there. And I do have the camera on the TM7 only because you're not familiar with the TM7 screen yet. You have seen the TM6 screen for the last 600 and something videos from me. So you know what is happening on this screen, and they're actually identical, okay? Place the measuring cup into the mixing bowl lid, and it's got 15 seconds speed 9. I'm going to start the TM7 first because I want to see if it's quieter. By the way, I learned something today. Oh, I need to show you. Now, this is only relevant if you're getting a TM7, okay? If you're thinking about a TM6, you don't have to worry about this. But I did all these videos showing the consultants in my team how to do demos with the TM7. And I realized that when you come to a step like this, I've been pushing on the time, this bit here. You don't have to. You can push the green button and it plays. And just does it. While I remember as well, if you have someone around you in your life who has a TM31, a TM5, please make sure they know this offer's ending. Please just send them a text, share this video and go, hey, I know you've got a TM31 or I know you've got a TM5. Have you thought about the TM6? If it's on your radar, this is about to end. It comes with everything you'd ever want with a TM, okay? A second bowl, glide board, blade cover peeler, cutter, spiralizer, okay? Plus you've got your 3 months free Cookidoo subscription. Okay, so just check in with them, please, especially if you've been to a demo over the years with people from work or wherever life might be with you, taking them with you. Make sure you just check. Just be like, hey, just checking in. All right. All right, next. Because I tell you, as somebody who's done this for a long time, there is nothing that is harder than say we sell out Saturday afternoon, maybe tomorrow morning, whatever it is, and then someone reaches out to you, like Murphy's Law, within like an hour and says, hey, I'm ready to take up the offer. And you're like, oh, it breaks my heart to be able to, like, I have to say, I'm sorry, it's done. And there's nothing I can do about it. So, yeah, please check in with them. Please just share the video with them and just be like, hey, have you thought about this? It's running out. Because that's the thing. It's really, really hard. Somebody's messaging me about a deal now. So I'm cool. That's exciting. I see your message. I'll be there in a second. Hang on. All right. 250 grams of water. Scrape down the sides with a spatula in a moment. All right. 250 grams of water. I'm just going to grab the kettle because it's here. It's not hot, or I don't think it's hot. See if I can get it close so it dings off for me. A little more. I do like that this is not a very heavily milk-based recipe as well. So you'll notice as we go along that it has some milk in a minute, which I'm actually chucking in coconut cream instead, but it actually doesn't have much at all when it comes to the milk content, which I appreciate. I mean, I can't do much milk anyway. See, it's got full cream milk there, and then, but what I'm going to do today instead, it's so solid. Because of this weather, everything is so, winter is definitely coming. I'd like to say it's here, but I know that it's not. All right, this is solid. It's so hard. So I'm going to take the top off. I'll put half in each just to make it fair. Doesn't really matter. Both will do the same thing. So my point this week with our videos have been, you will find both Thermomixes are going to produce amazing risottos. They're going to produce amazing Freddy Dreams. They're going to produce amazing time-saving baking. Like, there's no denying, whatever model you've got, it's going to make your life easier. So it really just comes down to preference. Okay, 150, 163. Next, 1 whole clove. Oh, this smells amazing already. By the way, tea bags. If you're looking at the tea bag step, it's in there, and you're like, I don't have tea leaves, not tea bags. Just open up a tea bag and put in a tea bag. Hello, Raylene. Lovely to see you. Yeah, so, I ticked the wrong one. That's okay. If you don't have loose leaf, by the way, does anyone else have memories of their grandparents with a loose leaf tea dispenser. I have very solid memories of my nana who had this, I'm going to say it was glass, but it could have been plastic, upright, a little bit square looking container, and you turned it upside down and it had like a cog on it, and the cog had like 3 or 4 sides on it, and when you had it upside down all the tea leaves fell to the bottom. You turn the cog and they got into the little wedge, so then you turn it one more and they fell into your strainer. How cool is that? Anyway, every time I pull out the loose leaf tea leaves, I think of nana. So now last up is some raw sugar, just a teaspoon to sweeten it. You do have chocolate in there, so excuse the fingers. All right, I think we're done. Raw sugar, on with the lid. Next. So now simply it's got a heat step. Now for those of you who want to see the last step, which is to strain it, and it says, and I'm going to do it on YouTube. So those of you who watch me on Facebook, I love to have you here, but I know there's a whole lot of you who come and watch at nighttime on YouTube. So those of you on YouTube, you're going to see the next part to this. My tip for those of you who don't get a chance to watch me on YouTube is it says use the simmering basket to strain it. I'm actually going to press play on that because it's relatively quiet. This one will be a bit noisier. Just a whisker. But I might go slow on that one. There we go. It says use the simmering basket. The simmering basket's too coarse. You still end up with tea leaves and stuff. So what would you use instead? A tea strainer. So I've got a selection of tea strainers from over the years, from T2 and things like that, that I use to strain. There doesn't have to be anything fancy, and I will strain straight into my cups. Okay, so I will hopefully see some of you over on YouTube this evening. If you are thinking about that TM6 with all the extras, you need to make a move now. Please don't call me after it's over. It breaks my heart. But thanks for joining in today. It's so lovely to have you guys part of the journey. I hope you really enjoy these videos. I'm going to let this tea strain. I'm just going to respond back to messages that have been popping through now while I'm online. If I can help you with anything with your Thermomix, whether it's regardless of what model, wherever you live, I'd love to hear from you. But otherwise, take care. And I will see you in the next video soon. I have one on YouTube popping up tomorrow, so keep an eye out for that. So, yeah, we'll see you then. Bye, guys. Okay, welcome back. Those of you on YouTube, we're done. So we're going to go next, and it says to strain through the simmering basket, which, as I mentioned, it's too coarse. No, yeah, you know what I mean. The tea will run through it. You need something finer. So I'm just going to take this off. Let's do this together. So I've got my tea strainer in there. Yum, it's just delicious. If you've not tried this, time to give it a go. Look at my strainer. It's like that's stuck. I'm stuck. Oh, it's really stuck. There you go. Do it again. Here we go. Finish it off. Love it. So yummy. And it smells delicious. You could shake those cloves, the cardamom. So yummy. So cheers to, oh my goodness, so hot as well. But cheers to the end of a TM6 era coming up. My goodness. Who would have thought that after all this, we would be saying goodbye to our TM6? But it's not completely done yet. Not far from. But if I can help you, reach out. I'd love to hear from you, but take care otherwise, and I'll see you in the next video soon. Oh, and remember, subscribe and share. Make sure everyone's getting the most from their Thermomix investment. But take care, and I'll see you then. Bye for now.